I'm making this video because I won't allow my character to be assassinated on national TV. I met Maria the same day that Neil met Maria. It was at a movie premiere. She was with Annie. So I greeted Maria and then I moved on to my actual friend Annie and had conversations with her. 2 days later, Neil calls me and he says, we're going to a reunion. I was a bit confused. Then he says, no, we're going to do Maria's hair and makeup. So I was like, okay. Then he says to me, you don't seem very excited about that. And to be honest, I wasn't. But I'm happy to go with my friend Neil to help him to do Maria's makeup, etc. Of course, they'll say that this is an opportunity that they've given to me, but I don't understand how it was an opportunity when it has done nothing for my business. And to be honest, Maria's not that girl. So I go to reunion with them, and I think in this episode, Sarisha worded it wrong when she said that I said that Neil told Maria not to speak to her. He did say that, but it wasn't like individually to Maria. He said it as a group to the both of us. He says, like, we're not speaking to Sarisha. And this is because he was pissed because the first time he did Maria's makeup, she went to an event and Sarisha and Annie told her that her makeup was shit. So I guess he was a bit pressed about that. So I said, like, Annie's my friend and I like Sarisha. But bear in mind, I haven't met Sarisha at this point. Then they could see they weren't getting through to me, so I went out to smoke. I remember because at that time I was smoking. And then when I came back in, Maria turns to me and she's like, Warren, you are here for me, so you don't need to engage with Sarisha or Annie because you are here for me. And I found that weird because when we went to actually film reunion, who was helping Annie put the buckle on her shoes on? Who was bringing sweets and chocolates to Sarisha when she was feeling hungry? Who ran after Sarisha asking for her number so that they could have a conversation? It wasn't me. That was the night I met Sarisha. That was the first time I met Sarisha. And then 2 weeks later, Maria asked me to come to an event with her. It was Prev Reddy's comedy show. Neil didn't want to come to her, obviously, because he has his issues with Prev. And that was also the night that Maria said to me that she doesn't hotspot any drama. So I went with her to the show, and that was the second time I met Sarisha. And then since then, Sarisha and I have been chatting, and we've been friends since. A lot of people are saying that Sarisha only invited me to that episode that I shot because she wanted to get under Neil's skin, which is not true, because Sarisha and I have actually been chatting since the beginning of the season, and she has been inviting me to events, which I couldn't make it to because I'm a makeup artist and I have a business, and unfortunately I will not leave my business and my clients to go and film a reality show. I'm not just to be on the Real Housewives of Durban. So the one event that I could make it to, which they were filming on a Monday, I went with my friend Sarisha. It wasn't to get under anybody's skin. Believe it or not, I actually did say stuff at the table which was just edited out. Remember last reunion? Maria and Ruan had an argument, and then they brought up Ruan at the table, and then I just giggled, and then Maria looks at me and she's like, who are you to bring up Ruan? And I'm like, girl, I was there when you were shitting on him and when you spoke such awful things about him to me, and now you're saying, who am I to speak about him? So I also find it strange that she says she doesn't know me, because I've been to her house like 3 times. The day before reunion, I went to her house in the dead of night at like 10 p.m. because Neil was not happy with the way her outfit turned out. I went to her house, her outfit could fit in literally a Lovisa packet. And I know my ex-friend Neil, and I knew he was going to rattle her, so I went to like diffuse the situation. I helped her into her outfit, put all her jewelry on, and like showed him how the look would look once it's completely styled, and then he was calmed down. If I'm not your friend and you don't know me, then why did I do that? If I'm not your friend, why did you invite me to like events with you? Last time I spoke to Maria was in July of 2023. She was hosting a competition for the Barbie movie. She asked me to join her for the Barbie movie, but it wasn't a premiere, it was just a screening. And I said to her, hey, I've actually been invited to the actual premiere, so you should rather invite somebody who would actually like to watch it, or somebody who hasn't watched it already, because by the time your screening is, I would have already watched it at the premiere. And she says, okay, no problem, babe, and blah, blah, blah. So that was the last time we spoke. Like, there was no argument or anything. So the next time I saw them was at the premiere of the Kandasami's movie. Neil did a few celebrities. I also did a few celebrities. So we were kind of like in the VIP area, and then Neil and I said hello to each other. And then when we go to take our seats, Neil says like, Maria Warren's here. So Maria like just looks at him. And then he says louder, Maria Warren's here, say hello. And then she had no choice because he said it so loud. She had to turn around and she gave me the fakest smile. And then that's when I realized like, Girl, you are actually hotspotting beef because we had no issue. Like, are you mad because I didn't want to watch Barbie with you? Like, come on. And then when I'm watching this episode today, she says that I spoke about her to Sarisha and then I spoke about Sarisha to her. Yes, Maria, I did speak about you to Sarisha. I've never spoken to you about Sarisha because at the time that I knew you, I didn't really know Sarisha. In fact, when I went with Neil to her house the first time, which was 3 days before reunion, because we were actually going to help Maria with some reads for reunion, Neil and Maria knows Sarisha more than I do, and they shitted on Sarisha and said the most awful things. So now trying to put that on me, that is crazy because I've always been a fan of her. So if there's anything that I'm lying about, please come with a receipt and let me know how I'm lying because I still have screenshots from our little group chat that we had after reunion. I still have messages with you, Maria. So don't play. Then you say that I'm beneath you. What should be beneath you is having somebody come up to reunion to do your makeup and they make no profit out of it. You're not even that girl, so it's not like you were great marketing for me. What should be beneath you is allegedly opening up a makeup school and then not paying the franchise fees but taking students in and then you're not able to graduate them and you run away with the money. That's what should be beneath you, Maria. What should be beneath you is wearing somebody else's jewelry and accessories on the show and making money out of it. But then you've been hotspotting Neil's beef with this girl onto yourself. That's what should be beneath you. Stop lying about me.